Hi, Taryn.
Hi, how
How
are
you
you?
doing?
Good.
I'm good. So you were referred to us by your teachers.
hmm
My name is LaFanya Joyner. I'm a counselor here at the University Counseling Center, and I've been with the Counseling Center for probably about 5 years.
Okay.
I too went here to Virginia State, and I have a bachelor in social work. So our role here and our job here is to provide counseling and resources and referrals if you need anything.
Okay.
And so one of your teachers were or your professors were concerned about your academic performance.
hmm
So they say you are normally a very good student, but they realized or they noticed lately that a few of the grades had failed and you didn't seem too interested in work.
Yeah, I've been having kind of a hard time at home, so it's starting to affect me a little bit.
Okay, and I just want to let you know you will see me taking notes. I'm
Okay.
just organizing all of the information as we go along so that we can um, pretty much write up a contract at the end of this and make sure I'm giving you everything that you need. I do want to let you know that anything you tell me today is confidential. It'll
Okay.
stay in this room. It's between you and I.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing that I am mandated by law to tell anyone is if you let me know that you are going to harm yourself or others, or if I believe that that's the case, then
Okay.
I have to report it just to keep you safe.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
hmm
Okay. So, um, if you can tell me a little bit, do you agree with your professor referring you to me? Are you okay with that?
it's something new, but I was willing to try it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad
hmm
you're willing to try it. That's good. So, my job is to help you identify whatever issues or problems you're having.
Okay.
Once we identify those, we'll make a action plan
hmm
and we'll set up some steps so that you can work towards whatever goals you set with me today. I want you to remember that we're going to do this together. You are the
Okay.
expert of your own life, so whatever you feel you need, let me know, and I'll just try to work alongside you to get that done.
Okay.
So forgive me, the lighting just went out. Okay, um, I'm going to ask you some questions just to get some a background. Your professor told me a little bit about what's going on, but I want to hear a little bit more from you. So you did say you were having a hard time at home
hmm
and it's making your grades drop. How do you notice, or how long ago did that start?
Um, well, I recently broke up with my boyfriend, and so he ended up moving out, so it put all of the bills on me because we were renting an apartment together. So I've been kind of stressed and having to try and like find extra hours and extra sources of income so that I can be able to pay for my living expenses. So that's been like one of the biggest problems because I'm just too tired to focus on my schoolwork now because I had to try not to get evicted.
That can be really, that sounds stressful.
hmm
Really stressful because especially keeping a roof over your head is important, and then I know school is important also. So I'm gonna ask you some questions so and we'll go over these a little bit later in the process.
Okay.
But we're gonna start with that, and then we'll talk about some other stuff that your professor told me about. So all of what you told me about breaking up with your boyfriend, the
hmm
bills piling up, and you needing to you find an extra source of income. Are you working extra jobs or working extra hours?
Well, I haven't been able to find another job yet. I've been putting in applications, but this job I have now, I was only on part time, so it's been kind of hard to try and pick up shifts. So just when they say that I can come in, I try and just take it.
I understand that. So the breakup with your boyfriend, how are you dealing with that?
Not too good. We were together for 3 years, so it's just been a big adjustment in my life. Um, it's been kind of hard trying to
Definitely.
get over that and get through that.
It can be 3 years of being with someone and having a routine.
hmm
That's definitely a change, a big change. Do you see you guys getting back together, or if him contributing to any of the bills now, even though you're separated?
No, he's not willing to help with anything, and I don't see us rekindling or it going back at all.
Okay. All right. Are you so getting through heartbreak? What are you doing to get through that? What's helping you?
I don't know. I've just been drinking.
So drinking a little bit.
And I've tried to go to church, but that's just as a temporary of a fix as drinking. So I don't know.
You're right. So you're just trying to medicate, self-medicate
Mhm.
to get over the pain,
Yeah.
so we can find. But I'm glad you understand it. It's temporary. That's really good. That's a good thing. So what we can do is work towards some other methods of helping yourself get over the breakup, finding additional employment or better employment, and some other resources.
Okay.
So we can work towards that. What I want to do in a few minutes, I'm going to ask you a few more questions, but we're going to do an eco map.
Mhm.
And the purpose of an eco map is to help you identify, well, support systems
Okay.
in your life. So I think that'll be a good idea. So we can look at that, since right now it seems like you need a good support system around you to help you get through
Mhm.
school and get your grades back up. And also, I'm going to give you some information about finding someone to help you out with your apartment.
Okay.
So we talked about your breakup. Okay, I'm going to be taking notes. I'm taking some more.
Okay.
We're gonna devise a plan here. All right, so you're good with the breakup. The second thing you told me is your bills
Mhm.
and keeping your apartment. You don't want to get evicted. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I also wouldn't mind like maybe if I could find like another like a roommate or something. That was the option too, to just try and help someone come in and take over the lease with me. So I wouldn't have to like actually move out. And then that would save some money for me as well.
That sounds good. So we're going to, maybe before we leave, we can make a plan to maybe make some flyers and put them out in the different halls to see if there's anybody that is willing to roommate with you.
Okay.
Also, for financial support, because you only work part-time right now and can only get hours when they offer them, is there anybody in your family, a parent, or
No, my parents don't really help me. My mom, she'll try and help me when she can, but my dad is kind of against it. So he just kind of left me to struggle.
okay, did it start out this way between your parents? Well, your father, him being so strict?
Yeah, he's always been like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm used to it. So it's just my way of life. It's just how I grew up. So it
You're just
just
used to
is.
it now.
Yeah.
So you're very resilient.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That
Mhm.
means you'll bounce back from this right now.
Mhm.
All right. What if do you think if you called dad and he knew that you were in this predicament, that he might help you?
I mean, I could try, but from past experiences, it's just like I don't feel there's even a point. But
Really?
he can't really say anything except for no. So it could be. I would try.
A possibility?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, what if maybe, since we'll be seeing you for a little bit, if you want to bring him in, or maybe we can extend the olive branch for him to come in, because
Mhm.
you're in college, trying to
Yeah.
make something of yourself, and I think that he should. We all know how hard it is out here
Mhm.
as adults. And how old are you, Miss Tam?
22.
22.
Mhm.
So just coming into adulthood is it's a pretty big adjustment. Not only that, going through the breakup and having the stress of homework and
Mhm.
projects due, and being a good employee is all hard. Um, okay, so we're gonna make some flyers, get with your father, possibly, to
Mhm.
see about some financial assistance. Also, have you thought about, and if you haven't thought about or seen, I can email you later if you give me your email address with some resources for that may help you with your rent. Right now, there are a few charities that will help you.
Okay. No, I haven't
Okay.
looked into anything.
Okay. Also, if you'd like, there is a few opportunities here on campus for some grants. If you write an essay, they're not many words, maybe 250 to 500 count.
Okay.
Okay, that will give you some extra money, anywhere from 500 to 1,000. Some are higher.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get to that too, and we'll write up a plan in just a bit. All right. So you said that you were tired and couldn't focus much.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you think you might be depressed right now?
I
Possibly.
think so. I feel depressed.
That's normal. That's
Yeah.
normal. Just being overwhelmed with so much stuff. And we all go through it, so don't beat yourself up about it. You can
It's
get,
really affecting my social life because I don't feel like leaving the house or going out and having fun or enjoying myself, which was something I used to enjoy doing.
okay, so we have to get you back to that.
Mhm.
Okay, so tell me when you used to go out and have fun, who was it with? Do you have a group of friends?
Mhm. Just a few friends in the social work program on campus.
Okay, do they know what you're going through right now?
No, I don't want to tell anybody my business.
No. Okay, well, I understand that, it's personal, but if you have some good friends that you can rely on and you know that they'll keep this to themselves, then it
Mhm.
might be a good idea to share with them. It'll help you release what you're going through,
Yeah.
and also have some extra support. So when we do the eco map, any friends that you feel,
Okay.
lend you that support, make sure you put them down. Okay. So maybe we can put that in our action plan for you to reach out to one of your friends
Okay.
next week. Because I know when you're not feeling good and you're tired, you really don't want to do much of anything.
All right.
But maybe you could call a friend and go out. Speaking of that, what do you like to do when you go out? What relaxes you?
I like lounges. I don't really like clubs, but I like soft places. And I like to drink, but more socially, like not like I've been drinking now, but like more like social environments, like
Hmm.
happy hours and stuff like that, or like musical places. Those are the kind of things I like.
That sounds fun and relaxing. Something you need to do now. Well, something that would help you, not that you need to do. I can't tell you anything you need to do. But
Mm,
when's the last time you went out?
I don't know, maybe about a month or so ago.
Okay. All right. So what we'll also do, if you're open to it, there are a few groups on campus. There's some support groups. There's also, I don't know if we have any on campus, but there are some um, Anonymous programs in the city.
Okay.
I don't know if you would be open to that, or if your problem is even if you don't have a really big problem, just
Mm-hmm.
going in and seeing those guys is really encouraging, and it probably maybe could help you get back to a social level of drinking.
Okay.
That too, and then too, if you have a good support system or your friends around you, and you
Mm-hmm.
go do the happy hour, then it might just help you maintain the social drinking.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, but it's okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. All right, so we're gonna do a support group, and you're okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna get with you on a schedule, and I'll probably do you follow a schedule? Are you
I
following?
wouldn't call it a schedule. I just get up and go do what I gotta do. I don't kind of like map anything out, but I just figure out what needs to be done and then I just go do it.
Okay.
That's it.
There's a lot of people like that, but go on what you're going through now. Maybe we can come up with a schedule for you.
Okay.
Not only a schedule, maybe a budget, or have you been budgeting since funds are limited right now?
Well, I haven't found a need to budget because I don't have any extra money to spend
Budget
on
with.
anything, so it's just going where it can go.
That's right, I understand. So we need to find some leeway for you and get you some extra cash flow.
Mhm.
We also can talk about, I don't know if you're open to it, but once we talk to dad, and if you want to do that today, we can do that today because this is really an immediate need. If dad doesn't want to help, or anyone else in the family, or we can't find any other resources for you, then you also have there's some loans that you may be able to take out here at school. I don't know how comfortable you feel with that, but
Mhm.
it can be a last resort for you.
Okay.
Just in case, so to make sure you can maintain your apartment and any other needs that are pressing. And if you need anything, we have we have a cabinet out here with toiletries and things that you can go take whatever you need.
Okay.
All right. So we've identified the financial issues,
Mhm.
depression.
Mhm.
You feel, you said you feel like this, you could be depressed.
Yeah.
The need for some social interaction
Mhm.
and finances. Okay, and I heard you say you go to church.
Mhm.
How does do you are you able to focus when you're there?
Um, Kind of here lately. It's been a lot of crying. I think I'm just overwhelmed and exhausted. It used to be something I enjoyed, before, but I think right now just being in these trials and tests is just my spirit is weak.
That's a natural thing for everything you're going through. So my job is to help you get back in a good place where you feel like your spirit is strong again. So the crying, feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, those are all side effects of depression, just in
Mhm.
case. So some things that we can do or that they suggest that you do when you are depressed or going through a bout of depression is setting small steps for yourself.
Okay.
So a small step could be calling your friends and setting up a get together or outing
Mhm.
or whatever it is that's hard for you to do. What's the hardest thing for you to do right now? Or
I don't know. Go home. There were so many memories in that apartment, and I'm reminded every day when I go in there.
okay. So as far as your breakup, did you get the closure that you think you or feel you deserve?
No, I don't think so.
Do you?
I don't know if I am ready or want it at this point, but
Okay,
not yet.
not yet. All right. So you're just gonna do what you can do on your part until you're ready for that. Something your professor mentioned was she said you told her you hadn't been sleeping at
No,
night.
definitely not. That's part of the reason that I've been trying to drink so I can like kind of make myself tired and knock myself out. But because I get off work late and then I try and do some of the assignments that I had to do, so then I'm up until like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then have to get up and start my day at like 8. So
Oh my goodness, that's a
it's been
full load.
horrible. hmm
Okay, so what are your hours at work?
Well, normally I go after class, so my last class is at 4, and then I'll go in from like 5 to 1, or whenever they close, and then I go home and try and settle down and have a drink and do the work.
It's nearly impossible.
Yeah, it's been rough.
I can see because you don't have time for sleep, you don't have time for yourself or to do your work. So we
hmm
definitely want to come up with a schedule before we leave. We're going to have to, otherwise, there's going to be no way possible for you to get your work done and to get some rest and some self care. So I think also we want to get with your professors and maybe talk with them to see where you're at with grades, if they'll let you make up any work you miss, and see if we can
hmm
find any time that you'll be able to do it. So what I think is today I'm gonna gather up some resources to help you with your finances
Okay.
because I think if you didn't have so much stress about your finances and worrying about whether you're going to be able to keep your apartment, that you
hmm
would be able to focus more, probably sleep better at
Yeah.
night. Um, and two, I'm going to also get you some information on some jobs that maybe pay a good amount. I'll let you look at them and look at the salary to see if they would be able to cover what you need and also be a better schedule for you that'll help you be able to manage all this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So before everything happened, before you had the financial strain on
hmm
you, how did you manage all your bills? And were any of these things a problem before?
No, because we were kind of like splitting everything like 50-50. So I had pocket money left over, like extra. So right now I've like drained all of my savings because I've had to like coming in. He kind of like left me around the first of the month. I had to pay the full rent. Then the electric came and I got to eat, so it kind of just like drained my savings.
One thing after another.
Mhm.
Yeah, no wonder you're going through this. Um, one, sorry to hear that you have to go through this, especially now when you're in this course of your college career. So, out of everything you told me, what would you say are the most pressing issues? What do we need to work on immediately? If you can give me at least three things, and we'll work on those today.
I would say my mental health, and the next thing would be my financial problems, and then um, I guess I would say my drinking.
Okay. All right. So, I would say we're gonna make some goals. Have you ever heard of anybody mention SMART? So that's what we use here to um, set goals.
Okay.
So we're going to write some goals that are specific, measurable, action, that are realistic and timely.
Okay.
So specifically for your mental health, um, first what we're going to do, I will let you write down your schedule for me, and maybe if you can bring it in 2 days from now,
Mhm.
then what we can do is schedule some more counseling with me,
Okay.
so we can work on that. And also, I think the support group here at school will be good
Okay.
to support your mental health and any issues, because it's not just you, it's everyone, and you
Mhm.
have some peers that you can relate to, and they may help you get through what you're going through right now. So financial. So would today be too soon to call your father?
I think I want to get myself together a little bit before I call him. I can call my mom and see what she can do and see what she thinks as far as me calling him and when I should do that.
Okay. And maybe in the process, do you think she might be able to lend you any financial assistance?
She may be, but I think most of their finances are together. Um, so if she gives it to me, he'll kind of know. So I just have to see what she can work out.
Okay, so that's the first step. First step, and then on my end, I'm going to reach out and look for some resources for you today
Okay.
that can give you some cash in hand and either help you with your rent. And then,
Okay.
if you want, I can either make some flyers for you that
Mhm.
we can go put around in all the halls to see if we can get you a roommate,
Okay.
or let you interview some roommates first.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, and you'll get the schedule. So I'm going to call that your homework. So your homework is going to be to bring me your schedule within 2 days, and call mom, and then I'm gonna have some homework too. So I'm going to get with you on that. And then when do you think you might be ready to try the AA class?
Um, I don't know if I need to go that far yet.
Hmm.
I think maybe let me try it on my own first, and
Okay.
then if that's not working, then I'll move into something um something more.
Serious, in depth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what I think we can do for that is I'm going to give you a notebook before we leave,
Okay,
and you can just kind of keep track of your
okay,
drinking,
okay,
um, just to see if how often it is. But I think to offset that, we need to get you in a relaxed state of mind.
okay,
So we do have some free services here on
okay,
campus. So I'm going to send you to get a massage today. I
okay.
think that'll help.
That'll be
That'll be
nice.
the first start. So we're going to send you over there to get you relaxed. How would you feel about taking some? I can't think of the name of it now, but there's some natural things you can take to help you sleep at night. Would you be open
Like
to that?
melatonin.
Melatonin, that's the one. Have you
Yeah, I
tried
could
it?
try that. No, I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, we can get you some of that to see if that'll help you sleep, and you can also keep track of that with the drinking to see if it works at all, if it helps. And I want you to this week. I don't. I hope I'm not pushing you too far, but if you can schedule
Mhm.
a fun activity.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a part of your homework in 2 days. If you can write down your schedule, let me know how the call with mom went, and I'm gonna probably be with you today and get with you later on the massage. So
Okay.
something fun, and then something too. I need. What can you incorporate in your schedule? And because the only thing that's gonna make to get you out of the depression, and I hate to say it, but
Mhm.
it's been proven that the things that are hard for you to do now are the
Mhm.
things that are gonna get you out of it.
Okay.
So we need to come up with a plan for you to do something that'll relax you. We have the massage, something that'll get you in a better frame of mind. I don't know if listening to music at night or just something that'll increase your mood, exercise or a walk.
Mhm.
Do you think you could fit a walk or
Um. Yeah, I can go like maybe go to Bible study or go to church. That's very comforting for me. I think if I can like get back to that place,
okay,
I'll
that'll be
feel
good.
better.
And do you have a friend or someone that can go with you to make it more
Mhm.
interesting? Okay. So you have a lot of homework this week, Miss Taryn. Okay. So now we're gonna do your ego map.
Okay.
So what we do is, and before you leave too, I'm gonna give you a list of everything of our what you can call our contract, of what you
Okay.
agreed to do today, and what I've agreed to do also. I know it's a lot to take, so I'll make you some notes on that. But so here we put you, and can you think of any source of support or something that gives you strength?
My pastor.
So pastor,
Mhm.
anything else, positive or negative?
I think my dad would be a negative one.
Okay, so what we do for that, we just draw, we're gonna make that a straight line since it's strong, the relationship is strong. We'll dot
Okay.
that for dad because it's weak. Any others that are,
Right now school is kind of stressful.
so college, do some dotted lines for that. What about your job?
Um, I mean, my job is, no, I don't want to say it's a bad job because before it was just fine. It's just now that I have these financial problems where the strain is coming in. So I like my job, but it's just not doing what I need to do right now.
Okay, so we'll just, that's up in the air.
Yeah.
Friends?
I have
Okay.
a few good friends.
Let's keep it, okay. Anybody else special or close to you?
Um, Me and my mom are close.
Okay. Have you been talking to your mom throughout this whole ordeal? Does she know?
I do, but I try not to. I don't know. I understand I'm her child, but I try not to put all my problems on her because she has enough to deal with at home dealing with that man. So I try and just, I don't know, try and keep things as happy as I can when we're talking. It's kind of hard not to weigh her down with my problems,
You
but
know, you're a good daughter. That's a good
yeah.
daughter, but you know, as a mom, she is gonna always be there for you. So when you call your mom, if you can, if it's not too much for you, just tell
Mhm.
her what you've been going through. You know, you never know. Mom might come up with a solution to help you and take
Yeah.
some of this stress and strain off of you. Okay. So I'm gonna let you take this eco map home with you, and then if there's anything you want to add to it or take away,
Okay.
any notes you want to make, but it helps you see what connection everything in your environment has to you, and
Mhm.
how maybe we can work on the job, dad, college, your friends, and we're gonna add finances. So right now we've identified 3 issues that we're working on as far as they go, and throughout all of this, you know, you are a really resilient young lady. You should be proud of yourself, and I hope you are. You know, I'm proud of you for coming in here and asking for help. We will coming
Mhm.
and agreeing to come. All right. So you feel like if we get you some financial assistance and some
Mhm.
support, you'll be able to focus more and do your work.
Mhm. Definitely.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you. I know this was a lot. So we're going to give you the homework again. Um, in the 2 days, well, within 2 days, after you do your homework, we will sit down together and I'm going to get you, I'll have a book for you so that we can write down a schedule for you
Okay.
to help you get your work done. I'm also going to get with your professors. So
Mhm.
I'll be reaching out soon as far as that goes. Is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about?
No, I think we got off to a good start. I feel a little better.
You know, I do too. I think number one is being aware. You're aware of what's going on and what's
Mhm.
affecting you, and you're taking some good steps towards getting those together. So I'm glad you came. I'm proud of you. Um,
Thank
I'll see you
you.
in 2 days,
Okay, you
right?
said it'll be on Friday around what time?
So Friday, what time is good for you?
I have a break between 11:30 and 1.
Okay, how about 12 o'clock?
Okay, that works.
12 o'clock? Okay, and I have some good news for you. All right,
Okay.
so it was such a pleasure
All
meeting
right.
you.
Thank you
I
so
look
much.
forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.